Hello everyone, I hope you guys are well. In this video we are going to be speaking to a female entrepreneur. She owns a very popular restaurant and they do catering services as well. Her name is Chidemah. There is a story behind the name. She is full Ghanaian. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, which I'm sure you will. There's lots to learn. It's inspiring, it's entertaining. So yeah, stay tuned. Just a quick one before we get into the video. I do have a website where I sell natural skincare and hair care. It's www.luxuriourskinandhair.com. The link will be in the description box. If you want to support me, you can subscribe to my mailing list just down the bottom of the homepage, or you can shop on my website. I have tons of natural skincare and hair care handmade right here in Ghana. Let's get into the video. Hello. Thank you for having me in your home.
Welcome. Where a lot of the magic began, and now I'm honored for you to have me.
I am honored to be here.
Yes,
I am honored.
Alright, so welcome to my parents' humble abode.
Thank
I brought you
you.
here specifically because it brings some great nostalgic vibes to me, because this is where all that new stuff you've been seeing online happened, right here in this space.
How long ago did it start?
5 years ago.
Wow. You've really come a long way, you know. So what made you decide to do food? Like, you know, out of all the businesses you could start, why did you choose doing food?
I started growing up in a home that had to do with a lot of cooking. My mom has a catering business as long as I can remember. She had a small scale shop that was going on back at our other home. Me and food have a thing going on. So eventually at a very young age I started gaining a lot of weight. So I had to find ways I could, you know, shed some weight, and the gym and the workout wasn't carrying for me. I realized I had to start a little bit of food right here in the kitchen. So my parents or my family is having this kind of dinner. I realized that this wasn't working for my body type and my metabolism. So I started prepping my own meals, eating rice and the right portions and all of that. And I lost weight drastically.
Right.
People saw the significant difference that had happened over a short period of time.
Right.
People started asking questions. I was granted interviews. I didn't know it was that big a deal till one collage popped up on social media where I was a size 18 and then I was down to a size 10.
Right.
Side by side. Then it hit me that, whoa, this thing is really working. So I had an interview with Gifty Auntie. I was invited. There was a weight loss talk with Jessica. She's a journalist. Okay. She was also, you know, on her weight loss journey at the time. And after the interview, Gifty Auntie was like, girl, I mean, if you prep meal for me, I'm going to pay you for that.
Right.
Like, someone really paid me for something I'm doing to help myself well. I'll look into it. She was like, look into it whenever you're ready, just let me know. So I came home, I was like, this is serious. And that's Gifty Auntie.
Right, she's popular, yeah.
Alright, let me look into it. Let me get onto the drawing board and see that if this is really feasible. Because I had an 8 to 5, so how to juggle the two, and I was not ready to leave my corporate world because this is more like, to me, I'm about to try my hand on something.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a backup plan, which is my way.
Right. How old were you then?
I was 24 going to 25.
Okay.
24 going to 25. So I came to the drawing board. First I had to pick a name, and I was the typical startup person. I think I did things a bit differently because I made sure I had a name. I made sure I registered my business before even starting. Maybe because I was working at with a multinational company, I see the way to do things. Everything has to do with planning and foresight and all of that. So I really took my time. I even launched. And everything was everywhere. Like, I really did I made a fuss about it. It was just salad, takeaway salads and sandwiches. So that was it. I remember trade fair. They had a fair going on at trade fair. I went to share my flights and everything when I hadn't even started. But I wanted people to know that 4th May, watch out, something is coming. So date, I always say this, that my first sales with NyoNyo Essentials then was NyoNyo Salads. I haven't been able to beat that.
Wow.
Because I was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It was just 60 packs at the time, but looking at a startup and having to sell like about 60 packs a day.
For sure. That's a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
And at the time I was selling it for 15 cedis, so that was a lot. For me, it was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
So I realized that planning really helped. And before you knew it, one thing to another, and then we are here as a company. It's no more just me and my table and then my mom's fridge, because I was doing stuff here. My mom finally gave me a space to actually do
your stuff,
commercialize it, because now she realized that workers were coming in. And it's a home. So she moved me to where she was doing her job back then. And I set up a small space. Like, I had my 2 guys, one lady, and then I moved to Ryder, and we were doing our stuff in there. Yeah,
that's awesome. I don't want to take too much of your time in the house, so maybe we're gonna get going and then
some number will come to your WhatsApp now. Okay, thanks.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So what time do you normally head to the restaurant every day?
Ideally, I get to the restaurant at 11 a.m. every day. I'm on the afternoon shift. That's when it gets very busy. And afternoon shift team, we have to check in by 12. So in the morning, I do more of online stuff. What people don't know is I do all the managing of the social media accounts. So I might not be there in the morning, but I'm doing all of the promos, like the lunch ideas, what people should look out for on a menu in the coming week or the day and stuff like that. Then I do more of invoicing as well.
Right.
Then I move to the restaurant by the busy time when lunch is, ready, and then people will start sending their orders in. And now, due to the COVID and all of that, we are campaigning more for delivery. So when we get there, you will see that more packs are going out and people coming in.
And just so they know, you do both catering for events and then you also have a restaurant. Perfect.
And there are 2 separate departments. The catering is Akukumlemne, where we started from. That is Circle Kumlemne. That's where we do more of our corporate stuff. So Monday to Friday, we have corporate clients we give food to. We give them lunch. And then the weekend, that's when we do the event catering. That one, my mom is managing the event side of things. And then at the restaurant, Farouk and I do that. Farouk is the CEO of the company. Most people don't know that because it's behind the scenes operational work and stuff like that. And I do more of the marketing and the branding. And then the recipe sharing. So everything on the menu is my idea. But whatever I come up with, I have to run it with the people who know better, which are the chefs, because people don't know this. So I don't have any culinary training, so I'm not a chef. I'm not a cook. So it just comes naturally to me, and then trying 1 or 2 things. So sometimes it might be good for my palate, but to the public, is it right? You have to run it by the chefs. Till that breakthrough comes, that's when you share a story. That means I feel your faith is too small. Sometimes it's not about going public with it, but you should be able to share it with a friend. You should be able to share with a family member. You should be able to share. You need to be vulnerable. You need to let someone know that, gosh, I want this so bad, and it's hard. But regardless, if you're a Christian, which I am a religious person, I'll keep dancing in the hallway till it happens. And even if it doesn't, my smile will never fade. That is me. That is how I move. That's how I function. That's how I operate. And it's working for me, because you can't beat yourself. You can't go back into time and change the hands of things. So
the practice of appreciating what you have
is the
best thing you can do for yourself.
On what you have. And then
when things happen to you, you might tend to forget all the beautiful things that happens, all the other great things, even you being alive. That alone is enough. And my husband keeps saying this thing: everyone on earth is born a winner. Why that is that millions of sperms have to rush that egg, and you were fertilized.
Exactly.
Why you? Why do you make it through for a full term? Why were you born?
Yeah.
So this is where all the
Happens. The boss is at work, guys. She has arrived. Chichi, how many workers do you have?
Generally, we are
23 workers.
but on a shift, we are about 15.
Okay.
Currently, we have 15 people, and then we switch it up.
Right.
Plus still more.
Okay. So once they go, then you what? Sorry?
I need to go to our kitchen, but we do that.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to see
You really
that.
get to see the camera.
Yeah.
Guys, so this is my little corner tree. And
Uh-huh.
then we just have a table so that we can do stuff. Monitor the sales here, and we monitor the kitchen on the screen. And casually walk in once in a while. So
Lovely.
that's what we're doing.
It looks very well thought out, even though it's like an emergency office. What would you say is the hardest part about running a food business?
Food business, I'll say hospitality in general is location. Where you position yourself. That's the most difficult part because rent for hospitality business is ridiculous. And with any good with any great thing you want to do, especially hospitality, location is very important. So you don't want to be situated somewhere that people will find it hard to find you. And those places that you will have to look out for are expensive. It's a known landmark, American House. When you mention it, everybody knows how to find it. So clearly it's not cheap. And Ghana, the sad thing that is killing us, and that's the most difficult thing for my business, is the rent. They never take even short terms. They always go for the minimum I am paying now is 2 years upfront.
Wow.
And this is four huge sums of money. And in a lot of cases you're even paying in dollars. So it's rent is
It's taking a lot of
rent is taking a lot.
Yeah.
Then it comes down to the human capital. Hiring and retaining workers. Oftentimes you hire people, you train them. We here at NyoNyo, I'm more into human resource. I'm passionate about people through and through. So when we hire people, we train them, we just investing in them, and then some will just get up and leave without even any proper notice and stuff like that. And there are no proper law enforcement for you to be cheated. It's even a hassle. So you just
Let it
that's
go.
all. So that is it. It's rent and then human capital.
Yeah, those two things. Would you ever live anywhere besides Ghana?
That's not even a question.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, I think I've had the opportunities to live elsewhere because most of my siblings are not here. No shade, but I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it going through here, and I feel like Ghana, for me, I'm thriving.
Yeah.
And there's so many opportunities all around us. So yeah, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where it's at. I agree.
Yes. This is the place to be.
I absolutely agree. And so your name is Chidemah.
Yeah.
So, but then you're basically Ghanaian, in my opinion. So,
born and raised in Ghana.
Yeah.
So my dad is Nigerian, my mom is Ghanaian.
Right.
And I was born and raised in Ghana. I've never ever lived in Nigeria. The only time I went to Nigeria was work related. When I was in the corporate world.
Okay.
We had an office there, so I went there for work. Aside that, I don't have any business in Nigeria. I travel with a Ghanaian passport. I'm a Ghanaian.
Yeah. That's Chidemah. Yeah.
I'm a proud Ghanaian. Like,
Yeah.
you come to big size, even though I'm half Nigerian.
Ghana.
Happy home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you tried Nigerian jollof, by the way?
Oh, come on.
I'm just curious.
I have. And honestly, I didn't like it. The grains are too big.
Okay.
I don't know why they call it jollof anyway.
What's it supposed to be?
No, stew mixed with rice or something.
Oh wow! The Nigerians in my
coming from the jollof queen. I know. Make the baddest jollof.
She does.
Now you guys need to try it.
Okay. Yeah. Why did you choose the name NyoNyo for the restaurant?
First of all, I wanted an indigenous name. I wanted something that the moment it's mentioned, someone should ask a question and I have to tell the story.
Right.
It's from the area dialect.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Okay.
So all I'm trying to sell is good
stuff.
Service, good stuff. So that's what it means.
Nice. Lovely. Is your mom Ewe?
Yeah, my mom is Ewe.
Oh, okay.
So I'm half Ewe.
Right. So you can speak Ewe.
I speak Ewe fluently.
Oh
I
wow.
I speak down fluently. I speak G fluently.
Lovely.
Yes, please.
You can be doing that great.
CEO, number one CEO. This is the CEO of all CEOs, guys. How many packs of food would you sell in a day?
Averagely, we sell about 100 packs a day.
Wow.
Yeah. On a bad day. On a good day, we can stretch to 150, 160.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That exclusive in the platters.
Right.
There's other orders that come in. People be having it just maybe a small party in the office, an emergency quick sitting. Those ones we call them platters. A minimum of 3 a day, and that on the minimum we sell a platter for 700 Ghana cedis and upwards.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really great. What do you think is making your business so successful?
I believe it's branding and marketing.
Okay.
Like I said from the very beginning, unlike most startups, we just start and don't know how to go about it and learn on the job. I did some learning on the job, but I knew I had to plan. There was a planning session. I sat down with certain people.
Okay.
I hired people who would help me because I believe I can't get it done by myself. Besides, I don't have any culinary training. I'm going into food. So one of my mentors, Chef Joe, is the vice president of the Chef Association in Ghana.
Right.
He's one person I really talk to. He gives me lots of advice. Even my pricing, I just didn't get up and conjure prices. I sat down with him.
Right.
We looked at the ingredients, what goes into what goes into that, the plating, and all of that. Like including rent, tax, salaries. So we sat down, put it all together, and then he advised that this is the ideal pricing. This should go for this, this should go for that.
Right. That's awesome. So the network is very important.
Network is very important. Extremely important. That's why I always say that it would be good for people. Not everyone has will get to do that, but I will ideally advise that people should try to work an 8 to 5. You learn something. For me, it was punctuality because now you are accountable to someone, so you know that you have to check in on time.
That's it.
And it's been with me for so long because I was in the banking sector before going into the market research company. So you are held accountable to someone, and with that thing in mind, you actually live it through your business, and then you actually advise the people you add on to build your dream and your legacy. Understand that hey, this is how it works, and you need to be serviceable, you need to be timely, and you're building a network as well. Because strongly, the people I worked with in the past, when I started the salad business, I started the new customers I got through sharing the flyers and all of that. My colleagues who are not my former colleagues at the time, they bought into my dream.
Right.
So I had customers.
Awesome. Okay. And what would you say what's your profit? Like, this is not, you don't have to respond, but my followers like, all the information. So if you're comfortable, let me know. What's your profit per month, like before you pay your workers?
It ranges.
Okay.
It ranges, and I want to share this. Because my family people will be like, okay, Chichi, now my child needs to pay for their tuition. You see, you're
making all this money and you need money.
But it's a fairly decent amount.
Yeah.
Even if you are able to survive here for 2 years, even in a third year now, it's a profitable business.
Yeah, awesome.
It's a profitable
So if anyone wants to come and do like a restaurant or something like that in Ghana, besides the fact that you would say location is everything, what advice would you give to them?
I'll say this. Now you can start anywhere, anyhow, any place.
Yeah.
Why that is, I showed you where I started from. It was from my mom's kitchen.
Yes.
I worked behind the scenes. I got an address, I should say, just 3 years ago. But I had a name for myself during that time. Why? Because the powerful tool of social media.
Yeah.
You can even cook in your closet. Take good pictures. And you can still market yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't need a big place to start with.
Right.
You can start where you are with what you have.
Yeah.
And now you know we can do promos through Instagram via Facebook. However way that works too, it does a lot of magic.
Awesome.
Right.
This is like one of my favorite interviews, but anyway. And how old are you? Can you tell my people how old you are?
I'm 31.
You guys, isn't that inspiring that a 31-year-old has come this far? It's amazing. I'm inspired. So inspired. There's so much to learn from this lady. But yeah, I'll be coming here more often now.
You've been amazing yourself. I've known you over a decade, and trust me, I've seen us grow.
Yeah, basically. Awesome.
More wins.
Amen.
Because last in the poverty.
Oh yes, no.
Poverty.
We're not doing it. That's the Nigerian side coming out, guys. You guys, I've just got my jollof from NyoNyo. I'm about to try it. Look at that goat. Look at that coleslaw. Look at that rice. Oh my god, I just tried the rice without any sauce. And it's already so good.
Honestly, jollof, you know what? People eat it even with sauce and stuff. I feel like they have trust issues. Or either the cook is not good. Because our jollof is great. The green chili is just a bonus. We just want you to we just want to wow your taste buds, like beyond your imagination.
Alright, Chichi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
That's alright.
I really enjoyed having you here.
Yeah.
I hope you guys were able to learn a thing or two from this video, or at least found it entertaining. Don't forget to follow your bliss. So now life is short. Follow your bliss. Na nipa yeden. Follow your bliss. Na die besi biya ye. And follow your bliss. Na dene mada. Take care, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.